Greetings all, this is Precious, the new Jamaican, and welcome to my channel. First, let me thank all of my subscribers for your love and support. It is a great encouragement, so please keep it coming. If you are new to this channel, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I trust that all are doing their sincere best to stay positive in this new year, this new era. Focusing on positivity is our true protection to shield us during these rather odd times. I personally choose to look up and move forward. And to that end, I wanted to jump on today to let you know that our plans for moving to Jamaica have changed. Now, originally, Raymond, my husband, was going to move about a year from now, and I would follow a year after that while he built our home. So told, our move is going to start sometime next year. Now, while our plans are still fluid, we've decided to make that move this year. We're both moving together. We are not going to stagger our move. We are just going to go for it. And again, as I said, our plans are fluid and it could change somewhat, but we're out here. This is going to be interesting because we don't have our house built. And honestly, I did not even want a semblance of what we experienced in Ghana. When we lived in Ghana, we were in this teeny tiny little one-bedroom house in the village with all of our big American furniture and unpacked boxes all over the place. We shipped in, and I just did not want to do that again. And I mean, look how small this house was. It was full of boxes and stuff. We could hardly even walk around. It was meant to be temporary, but whew, that was just way too much. And I would have taken pictures or video of the inside of the house to show you all of the clutter, but yeah, I really didn't want to be reminded of it. I honestly didn't even think about it because I didn't want to be reminded of it. But yeah, by the way, those plants and bushes that you see, they grew within months of our being there in Ghana. So like Jamaica, the land in Ghana is very, very fertile. But anyway, Ghana's a story for another time. And what prompted this decision to move now is that we just don't really want to do this any longer. We want to move ahead with our plans of moving to Jamaica and making it our forever home. We've already purchased our land, and well, it was completely virgin when we got it. I don't have any pictures of that. I wish I did. But if I can find some pictures or video of the land, our land now, I'll put that up, and you will see that though it's somewhat clear, we have quite a long ways to go. And I'll bring you along on that process of us completely clearing the land and on the whole build process. So stay tuned for that. So this is part of the land. It's been cleared, but we're talking a tiny section that has been cleared. How long is this lawn, babe? It's just under an acre. It's how many feet wide?
About 120 feet wide by 300 feet.
120 feet wide by 300 feet long. So we have to knock all this stuff down. Now, in this video, I will not go into serious detail of all of the avenues one can take in purchasing property in Jamaica. I just wanted to tell a little bit of our experience in purchasing our land. When it comes to purchasing land in Jamaica, you have a couple of options. You can either purchase land off of someone, and you know there are many people with land who are looking to sell, or there are building schemes, sorry for laughing, schemes have kind of a negative connotation to most Americans, as you know, and it takes a little getting used to hearing it in a positive or generic way. But building schemes, and both of these can be done by asking around. Or probably the easiest way is to just contact a real estate agent. But we chose the former. We hated the idea of moving into a building scheme, and we actually looked at some. Some of them actually offered the buyer the option of purchasing a lot and one could just build their home, with some restrictions. And others were just subdivisions. I mean, nice ones, but still subdivisions. And even with all of the views and the beautiful things that Jamaica has to offer, it just wasn't us to move into a subdivision. I mean, a subdivision in Jamaica? And on top of that, I was surprised at how much those homes cost. I mean, look it up for yourself. They're beautiful. But I mean, for a relatively small lot or small home, they were costing 200, 300, 500,000 US dollars, and often more than that, with HOA fees and rules on how you can build and what you can plant and all that. I mean, no thanks. Oh, and by the way, for some reason, most Jamaican real estate is listed in US dollars. Even some rental properties are listed that way. I'm not exactly sure why. In fact, I've seen other Jamaican YouTubers doing videos on their apartment rental search, and they would be really annoyed that the price was sometimes listed in US dollars. I mean, can you blame them? Why US dollars? You're renting from a Jamaican in Jamaica, but it's in US dollars. Listen, I am not discouraging anyone from choosing that option. It just wasn't our thing. And going the building scheme route can have its positives. They offer protection as they are usually gated, and also you don't have to worry about someone scamming you. I mean, how many stories have we heard about someone purchasing land only to find out that the person who sold it did not own it? Or it was family land and there's been some dispute between the family members, and who wants to deal with that? I mean, people have literally been murdered over land disputes, but we were blessed. A few years back, I went to a yoga retreat in Jamaica called ONENESS Wellness Farm. And though I'm not sure it's operating during COVID and part of the Jamaican Resilience Corridor, I'll put the link for this retreat down in the description below. The owner operators are two of the most beautiful people you will ever want to meet. It's a place that you should check out in the future. So it turns out one of the drivers that the yoga retreat used had a lot of contacts. He knew so many people. So we connected with him and some others and asked that he help us look and ask around for us, and the brother came through. We looked and we looked and we looked. Finally, we found a piece of property that was perfect. The owner hadn't paid his taxes in years, but that was really no big deal. We would have worked that out. It seems like there was another issue, but I can't quite remember what it was. Anywho, it was ideal. We had a view of the sea. It was just beautiful, but he wanted way more than we were willing to pay. So we ended up passing on it. And now I'm really glad we did, because someone built a little shop right on the property line. Actually, I think it's on the property, and they didn't even get permission to do it. And I just didn't want any kind of issues like that. Unlike going through a real estate agent or a buying in a building scheme, purchasing land off someone can have its complications. But my advice, if it looks fishy, don't touch it. In fact, I remember one day we were driving around looking at the properties that our friend found for us when we saw this woman that he knew. He asked her about a particular property that he wanted to show us, and she was like, no, don't even go there. That paperwork does not look right. I was like, oh my gosh, snap. Someone is trying to sell some land that is not theirs. And this is why you only work and deal with people you truly trust. And even then, you handle your own business. As much as we trusted our friend and for us to look for us and ask around for us, we would have never made a purchase without seeing the property, meeting the owners, seeing the paperwork, making the deal ourselves, and dealing with a reputable real estate attorney to handle everything officially. There was no way, as much as we trust and love him, that we would have given him money to purchase a property for us. People actually do this. I was watching this video of the sister who trusted her own father to purchase land and build her house. He was actually showing her pictures of someone else's home that was being built and telling her it was hers. In fact, I've heard way too many stories like this. This man took his daughter's money and spent it at the rum bar, living high life on his own daughter's money. I mean, that's ridiculous. Believe it or not, something similar happened to a family member. Unbelievable. But thankfully, we did not have those problems. And it was because we handled our own business and did not leave it to others. Everything had to be legitimate, and we used an attorney. Now, there are those who say, including our friend, that you don't actually need an attorney for purchasing property in Jamaica. All you need is a JP. That very well may be true, but I would not do that. Besides, in my research, I never saw real estate sales or finalizations as one of the duties of a JP. Don't do that. Get a reputable attorney. And I do mean reputable attorney. I remember about a year or so ago, it being reported on the news of a real estate attorney in Jamaica doing some shady stuff and is now in some serious legal trouble. She may, in fact, already be in jail. So do your research and find a reputable real estate attorney. In our case, the sellers actually got the attorney, which was a really positive sign. The firm is well known. In fact, the partners have a segment on Power 106, I believe it's on Thursdays, discussing all things Jamaica real estate. So we knew we were in very good hands. Now, one of the issues that we did have was that the owners had lost the original title and only had a copy of it. So because of that, we had to apply for an original title, which took a few months. They kept the property taxes paid up, so that was cool. They let the attorney do all of the work. So after the original title was in hand, our attorney arranged for all of the necessary steps for the sale to be finalized. She arranged for the surveyor. She notified the tax administration Jamaica office, the utilities that we were the new owners. We didn't have to do any of those things. She made sure we were well informed at every stage. We saw all of the paperwork, and when the time came, we went to her office to sign off on everything to make it all official. And that's how you do it in Jamaica, to have peace of mind that all things are legitimate. So now that we have our property, even though nothing's built, heck, it's not even completely cleared yet, we're moving. We're going for it. And you need to be there anyway in order to properly build or even start to build. So we're making that happen sooner rather than later. And we are also blessed because we do actually have a place to live while we are building. That's just a weight off our shoulders and something we do not have to worry about. And I'll bring you along with each step so that you will see any mistakes that we make so you would know not to make them. And anything that we do right, you would know to duplicate those things or to improve on them when you make this journey. And that's it, fam. We're going for it. Well, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. Remember to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so that you will know every time I upload a new video. Give this video a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more content like this, or if there is something in particular you would like for me to address, note it in the comment section down below and I will do my best to make that happen. Signing off for now, as I always say, stay conscious and stay connected.